So Trapaholic Trap the Done Trapboy Freddy's in a vulnerable position right now because he's out on federal pretrial bond. He can go back to jail for any little thing. And of course, you know, RainWater is using it to his advantage right now. And RainWater posted like a 2-minute video riding through Oak Cliff, stopping at some stores and stuff like that. Just pretty much trolling around, you know, Trapboy Freddy right now. So before I show that video of him actually driving around, because he did definitely record it. So before I show y'all the video of him riding around Oak Cliff and stuff like that, we got to kind of lay the groundwork and the foundation, right? So as of right now, like I told you, Trapboy Freddy is on like a federal pretrial bond, like, you know, bond release, right? Which means he still has a trial for the federal case that he's actually got. And any little thing that he does, anything at all, he can actually get that revoked. And if he get it revoked, he has to wait in jail until his trial. And if he's got any type of plea deal or anything like that, they could potentially take that away and give him a harsher sentence if he's not able to behave himself and actually, you know, do the right thing or not get caught doing the wrong thing up until all this is taken care of, right? Now, RainWater, who understands this, is playing his cards because Mo3 already said RainWater's not a gangster, right? He's not a gangster. So what RainWater is did, he's trying to use his brains to outsmart Trapaholic Trap the Done, so therefore he can trick him off the streets, right? So obviously RainWater's not about to be trying to put money on nobody's head and get somebody done in like that. He not a gangster, right? But what he can do is try to use his brain skills to get Trapboy Freddy to trick himself. So what he's trying to do right now, I'm going to play the video and you'll be able to see the video. And also Trapboy Freddy did come out with a message because the feds came and visited him. And I'll pretty much read y'all what it actually said because they thought he had a gun and all this stuff like that right after the intro. Check it out, man. All right. Key toss aside to make sure you like the video so it can help out with the algorithm so we can get the story started. Anyways, so yes, RainWater definitely did drive around the backyard of Trapboy Freddy, which of course is the whole Oak Cliff, Texas. And while he's driving around, he was recording it just to let everybody know, hey, look, I'm all over here in Oak Cliff. He can't do nothing to me at all. Now that's kind of like a nanny boo boo, like a meddling kind of thing. And of course, you know that Trapboy Freddy, of course, he's in a position to where he's tied up. He can't do much. Now, that's not to say that those around Trapboy Freddy who aren't in any type of trouble and they do got love for him because, of course, in Oak Cliff, Texas specifically, he got a lot of love, right? So it's not saying that those guys can't handle business. But anyways, here's the video of RainWater driving through Oak Cliff, and then I'll come back and show y'all what Trapboy Freddy said as far as the feds coming to visit him.
I remember that shot right there. I'm in Oak Cliff at my daddy's shop. When? What you call this neighborhood? Oak Cliff. The best Williams out here, man. I've been eating this since I was a kid. Tell them. Where we at? Yeah, the best Williams in the city, man. Y'all Mo3? Yeah, Mo3? Right there. Yeah, for real. Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. I'm a little different breed.
Anyway, so it's a couple different things to break down from the video. The first thing, right, it's a whole lot of symbolic stuff going on in the video rather than like actual saying it, right? So the first thing, he shows the Ledbetter sign, which is his way of pretty much saying, look where I'm at, y'all. I'm in Trapboy Freddy's backyard of Oak Cliff right now, right? And then he goes to the Williams Chicken, and at the Williams Chicken, he asked the Williams Chicken guy, hey, y'all with Mo3. Well, first of all, even before that, he told the guy, I've been coming here since I was a kid, which is just his way of saying, hey, I'm not being his hood, you know what I'm talking about? And then he asked the Williams Chicken guy, hey, y'all like Mo3? And that's just a way to show, like, yeah, and his people over here in his backyard that like Mo3. That's exactly the game that, you know, that RainWater is actually playing. So it's all like a mental game right now, right? It's a mental trickery game to try to trick Trapboy Freddy out of his position, actually out of his pretrial bond release, a federal pretrial bond release. And speaking of that, Trapboy Freddy did come out and pretty much say that the feds came to visit him again. He had to get like a random P test and emergency home visit. So pretty much he came out and said, they said you had a gun. And it sounds like it's them talking. They said you had a gun. Him, of course not. emergency home visit. So they told him you're going to come to his home immediately. He said, come on. All right, and they told him random P test. He did the P test, came out clean, not doing any of that stuff, right? And then he said, so regardless, I got the bad end of the stick. I'm on federal pretrial bond. I can't and don't do anything criminal, and I don't want nothing to do with anything criminal, and I can't put others in harm's way, right? By him saying he can't put others in harm's way, just in case any rumors or anything that are coming out saying that he's trying to get anybody hurt, he's just made, right now, I'm not trying to do none of that at all, even though at this particular time, it does seem like a lot of the stuff has switched around, and it looks like more of Mo3's side. They're kind of on the attack side right now, the meddling and attack side right now. And we obviously can see why, because, Trapboy Freddy hands are kind of tied behind his back right now, right? And then, of course, he said, ain't no way I'll let him up to steal me from my daughter. God been blessing me, and I owe him plenty back pay, and I'ma pay him in full. Ain't no tricking me. I got tricked in this BS in the first place. So, that's pretty much him just learning from his mistakes and pretty much saying that, hey, listen, man, I know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to trick me out of my position, out of this pre-bond release. And obviously the end goal of all that, the end, what'll happen at the end, he'll be away from his daughter, right? So the decision that he's making to not do anything too wild to get himself super tricked off the streets is actually, his daughter. That's what he's using as like his source of trying to do the right thing, right? So we'll just have to continue to see how this goes. So that's pretty much the layout, the game plan of what's going on right now. RainWater's trying to use his brain to get Trapboy Freddy to not use his brain, pretty much to trick him off the streets. And like I said, that's where the meddling and the making fun of and the stuff like that comes. Right now, this isn't to say that they won't try to do some other thing again of like trying to approach him, right? Because he's in a position to where there's not much that he can do. Now, there's people around him, of course, that could be protection, and also he is an artist. So with him being an artist, he's legally able to have some type of security to protect him. So we'll just have to see how this goes, right? Anyways, let me know something. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.